Students, how are you all? I hope you will fine. I welcome you to class 6 science, and today we are going to learn chapter 2nd, that is the component of food. Okay, so let's get started. So in previous chapter we learned the importance of food and different food habit. Yes, so in importance of food we learned that the food is required for energy for growth and development. Yes, and to fight against the disease. Okay, to fight against the disease. Okay, and the next thing, the food habit, we saw that the people consume different food depending upon the place to place, whatever the depending upon the availability of food. Okay, so the food habit varies with place to place. Okay. Okay, so the next thing is nutrients in food. Okay, so there are some essential component and substance which we get from the food. Okay, there are some essential component and substance that we get from this food, and that substance and that component is called the nutrients. Okay, yes, so these nutrients are of 7 type. Those are carbohydrate, fat, protein. Okay, yes, then minerals, vitamins, water, and roughage, that is a fiber. Okay, so we'll see one by one everything. Okay, yes, so the carbohydrate are basically the required for energy purpose. Okay, we eat or we consume carbohydrate for energy purpose. Okay. Okay, yes, so you can see here. Okay, yes, and they are where we get this carbohydrate, mostly from cereal like barley, wheat, rice, and yes, then pulses. Okay, then vegetable and the fruits. Okay, yes, then the next is protein. Okay, so why we need protein? So protein are needed for our mostly the bodybuilding purpose. Bodybuilding. Okay, bodybuilding purpose, for our proper growth, and plus to fight against the disease, fight against disease. Okay, yes, so for that purpose these protein are required. Yes, growth, repair energy. Okay, yes, it is given here. Okay, then where we get this protein? We get it mostly from pulses like peas, gram. Okay, then moong. Okay, and then the meat. Okay, meat product, and the fish, then the milk. Okay, then egg. Okay, and then cereals. So we get protein from these products. Okay, yes, then the next is fat. Okay, so why we need fat are actually the energy source of energy. Okay, the fat provide more energy than this carbohydrate. Okay, yes, okay, and then where we get this fat? Okay, so we get fat from the uh, oils. Okay, then meats, fish, nut. Okay, and a dairy product like butter and cheese. Okay, yes, so we get these things from the, yes, these product. Okay, the next is minerals. Okay, so the minerals are required for a proper functioning of our body, like skeleton, to make the strong skeleton, or to help our bone strong, then growth, and the blood clotting, and the immunity. Okay, so to prevent blood clotting is nothing but whenever our blood flow, it start clotting. Okay, and that is called the blood clotting. Okay, so yes, that thing. So where we get these minerals? From the dairy product, then fruits, and then the whole grains. Okay. Okay, the next is vitamins. So the vitamins are required for our vision purpose, the immunity means immunity is the thing that help our body to fight against the disease. Okay, yes, then the bone, teeth, and metabolism. So where we get these vitamins? Where we get these vitamins from? Yes, dairy product, meat, vegetable, and the nuts. Okay, yes, so you can see over here. Okay, yes, the next which what the last one is not given here, that is the roughage or fiber. So roughage or fiber, why we need this roughage or fiber? We This roughage or fiber help in our proper digestion. Okay, whatever we get, we eat the food, this roughage help for the proper digestion. And where we get this roughage, we get this roughage from the fruits and vegetables, fruits plus vegetables. Okay, yes, so that's all. Okay, then next thing, that this food can be categorized into three group, okay, depending upon their function, okay, like energy giving food, bodybuilding food, and the protective food. Okay, so mostly the energy giving food are carbohydrate and fat, okay, yes, energy giving, yes. Then the bodybuilding food are mostly the protein, okay, this protein. And the protective food are vitamins and minerals, okay, yes. Yes, that's all. And there you can see the sources of these energy giving food, like butter, cream, oil, nuts. And then the body filling food, that is actually the beta protein. So you can see here the meat, egg, cheese, okay, milk, okay, yes. Then the protective food, that is actually the that we actually get, actually the minerals and vitamin that we get from the fruits and vegetables, okay, yes, that's all. Then a balanced diet, okay, yes. So that is okay, that we need food for energy and proper functioning of body and for growth and development, but it should be in certain limit, okay. Just like you require to sleep, you require to play, you require to study, but it is not necessary that you play equal hour to everything, okay. It is not necessary that you play 8 hour, you sleep 8 hour, you study 8 hour. No, it is not like that. You sleep, you should sleep more than okay 8 hour, okay. Then you should study something to 4 5 hour, and you should play 1 and 1.5 or 2 hour, okay, yes. So the similarly in foods also, we do not require every food in equal amount, okay. We need some amount, some food in small amount, some food in bigger amount, some food is small amount, some medium amount, okay, yes. So that is the balanced diet, okay. So a diet containing all the nutrients in their proper quantity is known as the balanced diet, okay. A balanced diet varies with the age, health, and occupation, okay. How, what do you mean by this? Okay, so like if there is a child and there is adult, okay. So as you know that the child is growing, his body is growing, so he need more growth and development food, okay. And that is the protein, okay, that is the protein. So a child need more protein, okay, yes. And adult or person has already, his body has grown, so he do not, he require protein but not that much, so he required everything in balance amount, okay, yes. Then occupation, okay. If there is a person who is laborer, who work somewhere, who do physical work, and there is a person who work in office, okay. So yes, tell me, who require more energy? Yes, obviously the work, who the person who is doing labor work, okay. So he require more energy, so he should eat more energy giving food, that is the carbohydrate and fat, okay, yes, okay, yes. Then the next thing is effects of cooking on nutrients. So there are we need okay, before going to effects of cooking on nutrients, what is, why we need cooking of food? Yes, so we need cooking of food for our taste purpose, for better taste, better taste, okay. um, for yes, this cooking of food make easy digestion, make easy digestion, okay, make easy digestion, okay, yes. And they, when we cook this food, it kill the harmful, if there is any harmful bacteria and germ, it kill it, okay, yes. So effect of cooking on nutrients, okay. So what are the effects? So when we cook some food, okay, so whenever the food are undercooked, whenever the food are undercooked, and whenever the food are overcooked, okay, undercooked and overcooked, okay, so they create problem, they create problem, okay. So it is wise that the food should be cooked properly, neither it should be undercooked or neither it should be overcooked. Okay, yes. Then there are some vitamins which get lost when we cook the food. Okay, like vitamin C. Vitamin C, when we cook food, the vitamin C gets lost. Okay, yes. And sometime you might have seen that when people cook rice, they throw the water inside of the rice actually. So that is a mistake, that water of rice contain the actual this nutrient. Okay, yes. And it is also advised that the we should not wash vegetables after cutting. Okay, after cutting the vegetables should not be washed, they should be washed before cutting. Okay, whenever they should be washed before cutting. Okay, yes. Why? Because whenever we cut it and then we wash it, the minerals and the vitamins get washed. Okay, yes. Then basic food group. Okay, so the basic food group are like milk group, then the meat group, and then this vegetable food group, and the bread and cereal group. Okay, so yes, depending upon their type, they have categorized into 4 group. Okay, yes. So in our food everything should be present there, from milk group, from meat group, then from bread group, and from vegetables and fruit group. From every group the amount should be present in our diet. Okay, and then it make a this balanced diet. Okay, yes, that's all. The generally a balanced diet include a specific number of serving from each food group. Okay, okay, like a like a if we have a meal. Okay, so there should be 4 things from the milk group, so 4 things should be from milk group. Okay, because we require everything. Okay, vitamins, protein, okay, everything. Then pulses and meat, that is actually the protein, so we do not require that much this thing, we require in less amount, that is the two things we require, 2 things. Okay, yes, 2 things from here. Okay, 2 things from here. Then again bread and cereals we require 4 things from here, and then 4 things from here. Okay, yes, and 4 things from here. So 4 things from here, 4 things from here, and 4 things from here, 2 things from here. Okay, so that will make our diet as a balanced diet. Okay, yes. So that's all for today. If you have any doubt, please ask. Okay, okay, so you have question what are the 7 nutrients, what are the 7, name the type of nutrients, then what are the sources of carbohydrate, then why we need protein. Okay, what is their function, and what are the sources of vitamins, why we need roughage or fiber, what are the 3 food group by function, then what is the balanced diet, then what is the effect of cooking on nutrients, what are the basic food group, and why we need food. Okay, yes, that's all. Thank you so much.